Welcome back, everybody. Papa Stanimus here. Today, we're going to talk about a really interesting subject, and that is how to build a Discord community. It's actually it's a subject I've been wanting to cover for a long time. Currently, I run a Discord with 4,858 members. That's how many we currently have. We've had over 10,000 people be in this Discord over many years, and we just keep on growing every day. We're bigger every single day, and I've met a lot of people. We've done a lot of things for their Discord, and I want to share with you guys some of the things I've learned during that journey. The number one most important thing that you need to do in order to build a Discord, the number one is have a reason for it to exist. What do I mean by that? I mean, what's the purpose? Why should people come there? Why should they give a shit about your Discord? Why? Is it because you stream and you made a Discord? That's not good enough. That's literally not good enough. The only way that Discord's gonna have any type of anything to it is if you just become a really big streamer and then magically the Discord just happens because your community is so big. But what about the small guys that are trying to build a community? Okay, Discord's a really good tool for building a Twitch community or just a community around anything that you're doing that's big. Okay, like whatever you want to do, Discord's a really good tool for collecting all those people up. It's a good after hours place for everyone to hang out and get to know each other and communicate. It's great. So what is it that your Discord does? I'm going to give you a few examples of things that some Discords that I see do. Okay, there's this one Discord. What they do is host custom games for players in Rocket League. It's called Rocket League Six Mans. It's a massive Discord. They have their own bot system and a website that connects to everything. It's really cool. This is actually an extreme example. This is like a dream team of guys that came together and made this really cool thing and got a foot in the community of Rocket League to host these custom games. All the pros play in there. It's really cool. And these are just some guys. There's a friend of mine. His name's Chuck Dix. He has the Team Dix community, and he has a lifestyle brand. It's all about dicks. All right. Well, not really, but it's about gamers playing together and all this stuff. Like they have like a lifestyle brand, and they run all these servers for these games. And when you join the servers, you will hear about the Discord, and you want to get into the Discord so you can learn you can talk to all the other people that play in these awesome servers. So it's actually a lifestyle brand, but also a Discord game server community. So they have game servers, and a bunch of people collect there because of those game servers. And then what Chuck and his people do is say, hey, all these people are here because of our servers, which is a massive exposure point. Let's build a thing out of it. And they're building a lifestyle brand, and it's working. It's actually pretty dope. There's this one Discord I'm in. It's a music community. All these musicians come in and they hang out with each other. They make music and they share samples and teach each other stuff and share deals on software and instruments and things like that. It's a pretty cool community. Some communities on Discord are for their subreddits, or there's a Discord community for being an entrepreneur. At the end of the day, the number one most important thing you could do with your Discord is have a purpose for it to exist. If you do not have the answer to that question, then you are aimless and you are building a community for some unknown reason. And that's reality. The other thing you need to have with a Discord on top of a purpose is engagement. You can build the most magnificent Discord ever. You can have all the channels perfected and all this, and then maybe you're even getting people to join that Discord. But what are they doing when they're there? What's keeping it going? You need to have, and it's usually you, and it's not anybody else. You need to have project management, or not community management. You need to manage your community. You need to give them things to do, give them tournaments to plan, give them movie nights to show up to, give them stuff to do constantly, and make sure that everyone is aware of those things. Okay, it's super important. So that's how you keep the people that have joined you engaged and stay. If people aren't engaged, they will leave your Discord. They will leave it because they're going to find another Discord that will engage them. The other thing that you need with a Discord, number 3, would be a community, a commune, a people, a group. Okay, you need to build up your tribe. You need to get everyone to get to know each other. One of the best ways you could build a Discord is and get it to be strong and sticky, where people are spending a lot of time there, is being the place where everyone gets to know each other. So it's not all just about you. Let's say it is a streamer Discord, okay? And you're the head honcho. Well, there's probably going to be a bunch of other streamers in there. There's going to be a bunch of gamers and whoever. And how do you get these people to, if the whole Discord is just about you and not about each other, then none of these people are going to be encouraged to meet each other and spend time. One of the coolest things that I love seeing in my Discord is when I look in the voice channels and I just see all these people that have met in my community. I didn't personally introduce them or anything. They just met through all the things we have going on, and they made friends, and they're creating voice channels and hanging out, watching movies, playing games, whatever. And I just sometimes sit back and I let it happen. And I just think to myself, we're doing really good things here because people are connecting with each other in our place. So that's what builds that connection. You need to connect all the people together, and then you start. That's a real community and a commune. Okay, it can't be just about one person. If everyone's there for one person, then people don't get to know each other. Okay, so don't make it just about yourself. Make it about everybody, and people will stick so much more. And finally, and I'm just kind of wrapping this up because I feel like I've really covered the most important things, honestly. The last thing, maybe not the last thing, I don't know. You need to have consistency. You need to live in your Discord. Okay, so if you want to build a Discord and you want it to thrive and do well, you need to treat it much like you treat your Twitch or your YouTube or whatever it is that you're focusing your time on. You need to focus on Discord. You need to give it as much of your attention as you possibly can. You're married, get your wife to jump in on Discord and hang out with people with you. All right, you need to get people in there hanging out, get them around, and that starts with you. How are all these other people going to be spending a bunch of time in the Discord when you're not in there? You're not setting the example. We're small. We're trying to build something that's small into something bigger, and you can't behave like you're a big person when you're starting out with something small. You need to live in that Discord day and night. DM, you need to be the person with the most messages by far. Nobody will even come close to catching up with you. You need to be greeting every single person that joins that thing. You need to take that ego that you've manifested, if you have it, and set that aside and literally talk to anybody that wants to talk and be there for everybody. That makes you the anchor of that community and what holds it all together. It's not all about you, but your presence is so heavy there that when you're gone, you notice things kind of not be as active anymore. And the goal is to make it not be that way forever. But starting out, you need to be doing that, or else it does kind of fall apart. These Discord people are finicky, and once they notice something is slow and dying or whatever, they'll start leaving. You take a whole weekend off and don't hang out with anybody in your Discord, and you come back, that you're going to see a difference. You need to be in there every single day. And I thought the last one was going to be the last thing that I have to say, but I keep thinking of more really important ones. One thing with the Discord is not to rule it to death. Okay, you could create so many rules for so many different things and just rule it to death to where there's nobody even participates. Okay, what's a really cool environment is not one that has this huge learning curve of rules and worrying about if you're gonna do something wrong. What's really nice is joining a community where you can just kind of hang out and relax and not have to worry about all that stuff. So I say, when it comes to rules, make sure you don't create so many rules that it's impossible to even be a part of your community. I see it happen all the time, especially when you're a startup community. Okay, here's a really good method to developing rules for your stream, for your YouTube, for your Discord. Okay, this is how I do everything. For your business, this is how I do it all. Okay, don't make rules for things unless you absolutely have to. All right, so I keep it simple. I'll say, okay, Twitch TOS, Discord TOS, and the community guidelines for these platforms, don't mess up those things, okay? So whatever Discord's rules are and whatever Twitch's rules are, those are our default rules. Do we need some other rules? I haven't really found myself having to add new rules because it's all kind of self-explanatory. I don't need to have 10 pages of hate speech specifics, okay? What I'm gonna do is say Discord TOS, Twitch TOS. Those things are covered in those TOS, okay? Here's a rule that I made in my Discord. This is the only rule I could think of that's actually written. And that is, when you're in the voice channels, you need to have microphone etiquette. We can hear you typing and all that kind of stuff. We can hear you breathing in your mic or eating, or people screaming in the background, or you keep touching it and it's like, okay, all these things. We don't like that in our Discord. We don't want, and here's the reason why I don't like that. Because when you allow that to happen, people get sick of it and they fucking leave. They don't want to be in there anymore because it's cancer in your ears. So if you just make a rule to say no cancer on the ears, okay, just have a microphone etiquette, and don't be one person at a time. It doesn't matter. I'll do this a million more times. I don't care how many people it takes, how many interactions. I will teach people, here's how you fix your settings. Click the settings cog on Discord. Now go to voice and video. Now change your sensitivity of your microphone, or turn on the AI noise suppression, whatever. I've helped so many people get their sound set up, and I'll help so many more. Don't care, because every person that you teach to fix their audio is one extra person that's going to be a pleasant person in voice chat, okay? It sucks hearing all that stuff, and I know you guys have heard it all in Discord. What you don't want is someone that's being cancer in the mics, and you can't be afraid to say, hey man, we can hear everything you're typing, and that's you can tell them that's kind of rude. Can we help you fix that? We will help you fix it right now. Some more things. I thought that we were gonna, again, there was the last one a while ago, but never be so desperate for people to be a part of your community that you allow the toxic people to stay. I've made a video on this whole topic in the past. I'm gonna keep it really brief and simplify it, and that is, if you're allowing toxic people, they're saying things that they shouldn't be saying, they're breaking TOS, for example, or they're just being rude assholes to others, what's going to happen is they're going to make all the good ones leave, and the only people that are going to want to stay are the people that like that stuff and like those types of people. So, and this is really up to you. You need to be making your own bubble, okay? Whatever your worldviews are, you need to be enforcing those for your community, because that's your community and it's the way you want it to be. Maybe you're wrong about how you're thinking about things, and you can evolve over time. That's fine, but you're not there yet. You're where you're at right now, and the right thing to do is enforce your worldview on your community, whatever that may be. Even if I just 100% completely disagree with you on that worldview and how you're running things, if that's what you're building, that's what you're building, and that's what matters. Okay, it's sacred, in my opinion. It's off limits for me to criticize. All right, do not allow someone to come in and mess with whatever it is that you're doing. Get them out, and don't allow them to stay. They are not going to assimilate. You only want people that are there to assimilate into what it is that you are doing, and the people that do not want to assimilate into that, root them out. The sooner the better. All right, in business, I used to have this saying, the longer it takes to fire somebody, the more expensive it becomes. The bigger of a problem it becomes. Okay, if you know that someone needs to go, get rid of them sooner so you don't have a bunch of problems you have to clean up later. Okay, so you just do it now. And I found that when I spot people that don't belong in my community and we boot them out, we avoid so much drama and issues that way. And since we're doing dope things that actually matter, there's things that we're doing that make people want to be in our Discord. For every little wiener that we boot out, we get like 50 awesome people taking their spot. Okay. And that's the attitude we have. And in my Discord, we have a thing where just don't disrespect other people and give everyone their dignity. If someone's coming in and they're causing problems and they're trying to ruin someone's day, this, that, and the other, we get rid of those guys. We don't want them, because that makes members of mine leave my Discord and not want to be there anymore. And I can't have that. And again, a lot of these things they're saying are very opinionated. And it's how I run my own community. What I have to say is not gospel. It's just what I did to build my community. I do feel that a lot of the things that I do are some core fundamentals that can be applied to just about every community. But then there's other ways of how you form and nourish the community that are very, very much just one out of many ways of doing it. Okay, guys, I hope that I was able to help you understand what you need to be doing with your Discords. If you guys have any questions, you can join my Discord and we can come talk about it. papasdiscord.com. Okay, we are building a stream team of content creators. We have thousands of them in our Discord. We have probably about 2,000 of them in our Discord right now. streamers at least. But we're doing a lot of things over there, and we're teaching people how to take whatever it is they're working on to another level, and it all starts with mentality. I'd love to have these conversations with you. Come join us. Come talk. And make sure you like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. It helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you guys in the next video.